In hypothesis testing, we always need to set up two hypotheses. And one is called the null hypothesis, and you denote it by H sub 0. Another one is called alternate hypothesis. Sometimes we use H sub 1 to denote it, or maybe H sub A, depending on, yeah, so there's different ways. Okay, what is the null hypothesis? The null hypothesis for this class, if we are going to use a mathematical expression for it, the null hypothesis must have the equal sign or contain the equal sign in the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis always states that the probability parameter is equal to a claimed value. And usually the null hypothesis is equivalent to a statement of no effects, a statement of no difference. The alternative, on the other hand, if we are going to write this in mathematical form, the alternative must have either less than or greater than or unequal sign if we are in the mathematical form. The alternative hypothesis is equivalent to a statement of effects, a statement of difference. Next, we are going to see one example for it. See how to set up the null and alternative. So please take a quick look of this scenario. A company claims that this kind of method makes girls more likely. Okay, girl birth more likely. Write the hypothesis to test the claim. So we are going to test this claim. Set up the null and alternative. So what is the null hypothesis? The null hypothesis, the first thing is that we always have an equal sign. And this is always a statement of no difference, no effects. I'm going to show you why they are equivalent. First, what we are going to test? We are going to test the XOR method makes girl birth, the proportion of girl birth greater than 50% that occurs without any treatment, right? So a statement of no difference will be what? A statement of no effect means what? XOR method has no effect, right? This is statement of what? No effect. What does that mean, statement of no effect? A statement of no effect means what? The equivalent to what? The XOR method makes the proportion of girl births after the treatment is still 50%. This one means, are those two statements the same? XOR method has no effect. The proportion of girl births after the treatment is still 50%. That means the treatment has no effect. Is that right? So they are equivalent. A statement of no difference. This is a statement of no difference. The proportion is 50%. A statement of no difference. That's equivalent to a statement of what? A statement of no effect. Sometimes is equivalent to a statement of no difference. In the next, if we would like to use the mathematical symbol to denote this, let P be what? The proportion of girl births after the treatment. So can we rewrite those statements into this way? P equals 0.5. This statement is same as this mathematical expression. Is that right? So what sign is in this expression? Equal sign. So in the null hypothesis, we always have the equal sign. Okay, this is the null hypothesis. Usually in this class, we use this kind of notation. And then remember that in the null hypothesis, we always have the equal sign. And let's see what is the alternative hypothesis for this case. The alternative hypothesis, a statement of difference or statement of effects, a statement of effects or statement of difference, right? The alternative hypothesis. And also, we don't have equal sign in the alternative hypothesis. It can be those one of those three signs. One of those three, okay, not all those three. And let's see, for this problem, what is the alternative? We would like to have this. So this itself, the XR make proportional girl birth greater than 50%, greater than the 50% that occurs without any treatment. So this is statement of effect. Is that what? XR method makes girls more likely, birth more likely. This is statement of effect. And this one equivalent to what? The proportional girl birth after treatment is what? More than 50%. The XR method has effects to make girl birth more likely. Is that right? So this is statement of effect. This is statement of difference, more than some kind of difference. In terms of mathematical expression, what it is, P is greater than 0.5. So what is the non-alternative? If we are just use the mathematical expression, H sub 0 will be P equals 0.5, and H alternative will be equals H P equals 0.5 according to this statement.